me start this off by saying this is my second time trying to film this because the first time just literally sucked and I kept forgetting and I don't want to edit this. So yeah, basically the beginning of this video, I'm going to rant about my life or just update kind of thing because I feel like I bother my friends by talking to it, and so you can choose to skip this. So I'm going to tell you when I actually start talking about abusive relationships. I've already found that's what this video is going to be out by the title. But without further ado, let me start ranting about my life, and I'll put the time down below. So yeah, let me start off by saying I was wearing a scarf and I took it off because it's hot as hell in here. Then let's also say that I don't want Christmas. My little jiggly jiggle thing. Okay, don't like my jiggle. Just focus on the collarbones. Anyways, let's start by saying that I don't want Christmas to come this year. I don't feel Christmas. The thing on Tumblr was that, like, is it just me or does Christmas feel weird this year? I got like 100,000 notes and I was like, it feels me, it gets me. And then also, I've been obsessed with stealing my mom's lipstick lately, if you can't tell already. In the first video, I like snapped my Pepsi open, was all fancy and stuff to start the video off, but in this one, it's not gonna be that fancy. Yeah, and I curled my hair and I pinned it back and it looks really rad. And also, it's really hot here. It's really hot. I don't know what the back looks like. Let's look at the back, guys. What does it look like? Does it look pretty? I don't think it does because I didn't do it. And I'm like wearing shorts right now, guys. You can't see that. Okay, let me just sit back down. I'm wearing shorts right now and it's like freaking the middle of winter. So if you live other places besides Alabama, you are lucky. And also Christmas Day. I mean, not Christmas Day, the day after Christmas, I'm going to New York, and I don't want to go because, if we're being honest, here lately, my life, not great at all. Awful. Awful. Just really, really awful. Awful. And I feel like the camera's my friend. I remember my first video, I made was just like awful, and I was scared to talk to the camera, but now it's like my BFF. Let me put this scarf back on because, yeah. And then, so, I'm the palest shade in makeup too. I'm so proud of myself. And I went to Ulta in my crappy makeup video. I still wear the same kind of like powder. I don't wear foundation because I have really good, I'm not gonna say good skin, but I think it's pretty decent. And I wear the palest shade and I was really proud when I hit that. And I even wrote notes. So if I'm looking over here, I wrote notes about my life. So basically, I keep saying, so basically, let me shut up. No, I have to keep talking. I've listened to A Day to Remember so much right now, and I saw them live, and I was highly disappointed because they were awful like the first 30 minutes. And then they got better as they went on, but I was like really sad. But their lyrics are like amazing, and they're good when they use voice, whatever you want to call it, fix their voice. So yeah. They're good when they use that on CDs and not CDs, Spotify. There we go, because who listens to CDs anymore, guys? Let's just all be honest. I want to burn somebody a CD and feel vintage. Is that vintage? Let's be vintage. I feel like I'm so retro right now. Am I pale enough for you? Can somebody like screenshot this part? Let's wait for it. Okay. I want that to be my thumbnail, and let's hope it stopped there so I don't have to take a picture. Anyways, besides that, I've been obsessed with scarves. And I probably already told you that because I told you I'd put it back on. So let me go to the next thing. So basically to choose from to do this, I got requested was things that make me mad, anxiety, which would just be updated because I've already made one a long time ago, but recently that's been a struggle for me. Or I could do abusive relationships, which I'm doing, duh. And I know a lot of you are gonna be sad about this, but I've lost 3 pounds. Not a big deal, but I have a good reason behind it. And I know I'm kind of being a hypocrite, so I was like, just be happy with who you are. But all my clothes weren't fitting, and that's just really annoying. So yeah, So I suppose at 5 minutes and 10 seconds, 5 minutes and 4 seconds, because I'm looking this backwards in the mirror, I'll start actually talking about abusive relationships. And I don't know how long this is be. I only have 3 notes written on this, and the rest of it I'm just gonna wing it. Let's start out by saying abusive relationships can be family, because your family, you have kind of a relationship like a mom and dad. It doesn't have to be like you're actually going out with them. And it can also be the same sex, like gay people and lesbians. Their relationship can be abusive. It doesn't have to be girl and guy. And that was my second point. It can be the girl who's abusive in the relationship. It doesn't have to be the guy. Guys get abused. Let's put that out there. A lot of women are cold bitches. Kind of like me, but I don't know. Actually, I'm nice. He's the cold one. But I'm not going to get into that because I'm single, Pringle, and I don't need a man in my life. Let's get a woman. Okay, just kidding. My family would flip out. So let's just say single and hope for he'll come. No, he's not coming to come back. Yeah. The third thing is, before I get where I don't know what to talk about, get the hell out while you can. You're already going to feel attached and feel bad, but before it gets to the point, just get out. And another thing, I guess the fourth thing we're going to say is I guess I've kind of been physically, but we're not going to get into that because I don't feel comfortable talking about it. But verbally, I've been in a couple of verbally abusive relationships with guys, because all my relationships are verbal. With guys, physical too. Hold on. Let me wink and look cute. Anyways, I was kidding, but yeah. I've been in some that are actually verbally abusive, meaning that they call me names. Like, I'll be... That means they can just be putting you down, or saying they're going to hit you. If they say they're going to hit you or do anything, that is a threat. You need to leave. Call somebody, call me. I will get my mommy to pick you up. I'll be in the car with you and I'll hug you and love you. And yeah, it's just bad. If they're saying mean things or calling you a whore and just screaming at you and calling you names that make you feel scared for your life. And you can call somebody a whore, but at least they're getting more than you are. But yeah, I wouldn't say that calling somebody a whore is abusive, but it's to the point where you're yelling at them and they're scared for their life, then yes, abusive. And another thing is, if they're physically being abusive, I want you to tell someone. It might be the hardest thing you could ever do, is leaving and telling someone, but I promise you, if you do that, you're going to be safe and not going to come back, because the faster you either get out of it or tell someone, the safer you will be. And overall, any abuse is not good. And I was watching this thing on YouTube earlier about abusive relationships. And even if they're just joking around and they do something stupid and they hurt you, let them off one time. But if it happens again and again and they're just joking around but they're hurting you, do something to help someone. Get out of it. And another thing, I keep saying another thing and all this stuff, but I'm running out of things to say. Abuse comes very close to me because one of my good friends and family members they both have been abused. And being abused can make you want to die. It can make you be depressed. It can literally ruin your life. It will ruin your life if you keep letting it happen. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but this person I know, very near and dear close to me, my head itches, sorry, was abused. And basically for 2 years, oh my god, it's a scab and it just came out of my head. Do you see this? Ew. That hurt really bad. Okay, was near and dear to me, was abused for 2 years, and she said she basically wanted to wake up every day and die, and she was abused while she was pregnant. And she's lucky she even had her baby. Basically, the guy got a beat down from his parents when she told them what happened, and yeah. Even a grown man can get beat by his dad. Well, he wasn't like 27, but he was like moved out, but still depending on his parents. So it was at the age where it wasn't like his parents beating him, it was like a spanking. Sounds stupid, right? But it happens. And I've also had a lot of friends that their parents have been abusive and they've wanted to die. And I just want anybody who's been abused. And it makes me angry when people say verbally abuse isn't as bad as physical, because words hurt. Threats can become serious. Don't take them lightly. Do something. Stand up against it. Tell someone. Get the hell out. You don't deserve this, and don't you ever think that you deserve it. They tell you deserve it, tell them to F themselves, because I'm not going to say that word, it's not very nice. But yeah. I don't know if this will help you. Just know you're not alone. And I really sucked at talking about this. But if you're being abused, just please tell somebody and get out. I don't know what else to say. I don't have a lot of experience with this. I just know a lot of people. I know how awful it's made them feel. Just know that you don't deserve this and you don't have to put up with this. And don't want to die because you can't help it. I'm telling you, there is a way to tell someone you can get out of it. I know I'm going to say that like 10 times. But you don't deserve it, and when they tell you you deserve it, tell them no you don't. And tell someone that you trust you can get out of it, like a teacher. If your parents are abusing you, just get out. Oh, it makes me angry. Girls, never put your hands on a guy in a wrong way. Not like a wrong way, but like wrong way. Just don't do it. And another thing is, you're being abused and you tell someone and they threaten and they think the way of handling is to beat the abuser. That's not the answer. Stop. No, that's bad. Just tell the authorities. Press charges. Press them. I promise you, if they get charges pressed against them, they're so less likely to do it again. And don't think that if you do that they'll come back and get you, because by then there's basically no chance. Maybe you've gotten something good out of this. I don't know. Just don't. I'm not gonna say don't let it happen to you, because it happens. It happens to the people you think it wouldn't. Like, take Rihanna for instance. I don't think it's cool to joke about it either. At all. It's not cool. Do something. Stand up. Tell someone. Get out while you can, and never forget that I love you guys and you just want to talk to me about it. I'm here. You never ever. Everything you tell me is confidential unless it's to the point where it's threatening your life and I have to tell someone because I don't want you to die. Same for me. If I ever say something stupid, please tell my parents. Don't call 911, because if my parents think it's bad enough, they'll call 911. Yeah, but I love you guys and stay strong and never forget I'm always here, even though I suck at replying to everyone unless it's serious. But if you're just flirting with me, I'm not gonna reply to you. I love you all. Mwah. Bye, babies. Oh, God. Nah, that's a bad word.